Kush and I'm sexy. Ooh. Wait, my chat can hear electricity? No. That's... Why are they going behind the barrels to do it? We're gonna ignore that.
Follow.
Rost, I need to pee. Okay, no time. What is this? We just robbed someone. We need a bathroom break at some point though, Rost. These are my only clean robes. Some spiritfarers turn to a life of crime. Yeah. I am Hibi Kush and I approve this message, wearing pink on Wednesdays. I named my cat Dog because I'm hilarious. Mars keeps slowing time. Mars keeps slowing time.
How did you do this?
But I can basically make my finger vibrate.
You can make your finger what?
I'm pretty sure crime is fine.
Oh, whoa.
I don't know why I did that. I'm never doing that again. It doesn't suit me. People have cried at this game. I'll be back in 5 to troll you for crying. I'll cry like a man. I will be emotionally mature and available like a real man. Welcome in, everybody, and welcome back to the Hibi Kush channel. I just had the most startling moment just before we came live, right? I was sat here and I was like, oh, I could probably plug my phone in and charge the phone, right? Just while the trailer was playing. And I'm sat there and I go, okay, I don't know if it's going to show on stream, but I do this, right? I plug it in. Do you see that? I don't know if my color grading offsets it a bit, but it starts to fuck with the lights. There we go. You notice the moment I unplug it, it just gets brighter. So for a split second, in forgetting that that's happened before and that's what my phone does, I honestly thought that the lights were dying. Andre's welcome in on the YouTube side. Hey, if you didn't see it, it didn't happen. All right, it didn't happen. Smooth as hell. Pro streamer over here. I'm a pro streamer. This is a professional stream. Mars, welcome in. Siege, welcome in. Taurus, welcome in. Enjoy the lurk. Daniel, welcome in. And anybody else that I've missed or that wants to chat, just pop up in the chat or redeem the Shy High redeem, and I'll make sure that y'all are catered to with your welcomes. We also have a question of the day that people have already been asked. My God, my words are... Listen, words are hard. All right? Words are one of the hardest things you'll have to do in life. Okay? People talk about, like, find a job. That's pretty hard. Learn to drive. Pretty hard. Right? Deal with other people. That's real fucking hard. Okay? But the hardest thing of all is going to be saying a simple sentence when you need to. All right, not everybody's going to tell you this, right? So I'm the one here to tell you this right now. So I hope you realize how sincere I am when I say that words are hard. See that scream in the music? That's what I was saying. I almost did say askering, yeah. I almost invented a new word and it would have been totally valid. Dreamer, welcome on in. Good to see you. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today's been a very topsy-turvy day for me. But I'm hoping just flying off to the stars for a bit and chilling on a different planet will help. Words are harder than finding a job. Oh, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. It depends on the job, right? If you're looking for a specific job, that might be different, right? There's an asterisk after all of those. But if you're just looking for a job, that doesn't even necessarily mean that you're going to be the one to fill it. You're just looking for a job that someone may or may not have, right? CEO of Facebook. Boom, there's a job. Found one. And on to the next. Been hooked on Hogwarts Legacy, second playthrough, doing Snake House, and got the house robe. Ooh, going the evil route. I like it. I like it. You gotta indulge your dark side once in a while. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. But what have I got lined up for you today? Good question, chat. Real good question. I'm going to answer that by saying No Man's Sky. That's the short answer. The long answer is that there's been a huge update. A huge update to No Man's Sky. It is 5.0. It is called Worlds Part 1. And it involves a lot of stuff. So we're going to go look at the trailer, first of all. Then we're going to look at the deep dive, where they give a bit more context behind the scenes. It's only like a 5-6 minute video, but they just give a little bit more context. And then we're going to go play. We're just going to go play No Man's Sky. We're going to see if anything feels different. I have played a little bit myself off stream of this before. Cushman, welcome in. I have played a little bit of my Rumble, welcome in. I have played a little bit of myself. Oh, I will fucking get this sentence out eventually. I have played a little bit myself off stream. But I tell you, words are fucking hard. I have played a little bit off stream. Not that much. So we're going to... I basically played, like, the first quest. You know where you have to, like, repair your ship, take off. You read the first couple things. We're going to whiz through that, and then we're going to see how we do. I want to get a warp drive as quickly as possible, but I don't know if that's going to be doable in the first thing, because I want to be able to warp between galaxies, because I want to find a really nice planet, but I don't know if that's going to be in the first stream or not. I do, however, want to do more No Man's Sky. However, right now, it's somewhat saturated as a category because of this huge update, and because they're doing drops, which I don't think we're going to be getting today, but I mean, I don't know, maybe. Oh no, drops are enabled. Oh, we have the tag now. Oh, sick. Okay. So I can now do the thing that everybody does and put drops at the beginning of the stream title. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Snack, welcome on in. Good to see you. Dreamer, enjoy your luck. Hope the evil Hogwartsing goes well. So yeah. Oh, also, Rumble, congratulations on finishing work for a while. Rumble's now on vacation from work for the first time ever. Having just worked every single day of his life. Even the days off. And so now he gets to experience what it's like to have time off. I imagine he'll be confused and end up instinctively going to work. I called off today. Maybe not then. Maybe not. I had this vision of you waking up tomorrow as like your first official day off. And then like just being like, oh, just getting up and just like walking to work, getting to work, doing about an hour's work, and then just like tapping away and being like, something's different. And then just returning to work. End of the day, you're like, oh shit, I was supposed to be off today. I figured it was that deep ingrained in you by now. But there you go. Snack's an imp thing. I don't think I ever called you Snack, but if you prefer that, I can do so. Oh yeah, I think Snack is talking about the fact that they've just kind of commandeered it as the community name now, or we kind of imposed it on them as a community name. I assume they're fine with either, but yeah, I'm gonna call him Snack for now. Hello, here be Crush, and the mods Parmesan, Oddball, and Fayish. Welcome in, Siege Freyad. I don't know what your mispronunciation is. I don't think we've ever done... The only thing I ever do is get you confused with Siege, so I could just call you Siege all day. But then that's going to get super confusing because Siege is in the chat as well. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair, Sheik. That's fair. We can call you Snacky Sheik or Sheiky Snack. I woke up this morning and was just like, why? And then called off and went back to sleep. In like the Plato kind of way? Like, were you just like... thinking generally about the universe and just you woke up and you're like, why are we here? And then just went into an existential paralysis, which is why you needed to call off? Or did you just think, nah, fuck this, I ain't even bothering, and just called off anyway? Need to link your account to gain drops? That's for the viewers. I've also done that, but apparently we have drops. If you refresh the page, you'll see a tag on the stream that says drops enabled. That means we get drops. You're seeing things. I'm not here. Oh, okay. Okay. It's Siegela not here. I'm getting drops. Let's fucking go. You get drops here. Hell yeah. We're a drops channel now. It's technically a giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway, but you all win. Hold on. I want to find out exactly how long you need to watch for to get what things. I should have been more aware of this already, but apparently not. So this is, yeah, so we're on Worlds. This drop is, wait, shit, no, it's not saying on their website. Wait, no, it is saying that. For 15 minutes, you get a poster and a slithering fireworks pack. If you keep watching for an hour, you get a Worm Hunt 3 decal. If you keep watching for 2 hours, oh shit, you actually get a really sick cape. Okay, the Titan Worm cape is actually pretty sick. 30 minutes. I don't know why it's done it in this order. 30 minutes gives you an egg for a V/Zanius. And if you watch for 3 whole hours, that's like the entire stream, you will get an Orosa's Abyssal Coup ship. That's Twitch only. If you're on the YouTube side, you need to go to Twitch to get those rewards. Just FYI. That's apparently what it is for today. But also, Doolin, welcome in on the YouTube side. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. The ships are usually worth it. Ooh. Wait, do I get the drops as well? Wait, should I be watching my own stream? I think I should be watching my own stream. I'm also... There we go. Did you say if you're on Twitch, you need to go on Twitch? I didn't mean to. I probably did because, again, say it with me, words are hard. No BG3. We will be coming back to BG3 next week. There was a bit of a miscommunication. We had some scheduling issues, but we're all good. We're all good. This is why I was a little bit late. I had to throw together something at the last minute. But we're going to be back again next Saturday. BG3 will continue. Do not worry. BG3 is not dead. BG3 is very much alive. But yeah, I'm hella going to get those drops. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. My Wi-Fi did a dip at the perfect moments. 30 minutes gives you an egg. Wonderful. Always wanted an egg. I love that. I love that. Siege is too busy hunting for the Greek question mark I hid in the JavaScript. Wait, in the Java space script or the JavaScript? Because a Java script would be a script of Java code, which would totally make sense as well. Or did you mean JavaScript as in JS? Because either works. They're both terrible. But one is more necessary than the other. I keep saying I want to learn some programming so I can mod Necromunda Underhive and fix that load of crap they butchered out of the lore. You're just going to go hack a game? Oh, no, mod. Oh! For some reason, I thought you meant become the mod for a Twitch channel, streaming it, and then just go and hack the code. I don't know why. My first thought wasn't, by mod, he means mod in code, like he says he wants to learn code. I don't even need to say it anymore. I think you know what I'm going to say, right, chat? It'll be the fourth time today. You already know what I was going to say. I don't think I need to say it. Enjoy your lurk, Taurus. Will they mail it to me? I wouldn't expect that. An old streamer I used to watch is not back. Wait, you mean is back? I was like, that's such a weird update. First stream last night in over a year? Hell yeah, let's go. I love Necromunda. It's so bad though. Oh, I don't know. I've never played it. I've got to say I've never played it. Mordheim, despite being so much less feature rich, is better, but I like Underhive more. Y'all are saying a lot of magic words that I just don't know about. I just don't know. But we do have a question of the day today, !QOTD, if you want to answer it. We have already had a couple of answers. Roland, welcome on in as well. It's good to have all you cool people in the chat. Look at this. I honestly came into the stream today and I was like, I don't know if I've got the energy, and I feel like I'm not going to entertain people enough, and there's going to be no one there. But here you all are, and I appreciate it greatly. Welcome in. Grab a drink, grab a snack, sit down, enjoy. We're going to go through the No Man's Sky new update, and then we're going to play the No Man's Sky new update. But at some point before then, I need to quickly take a BRB because I've got these hairs right in the corner of my mouth as part of my mustache that's not quite part of my mustache. And they grow to like a small level where it just starts poking me in the mouth. So I need to go cut them off because it's really getting to me. That could be what's distracting me and making words hard. Oh, and welcome in on the YouTube side. I feel that every day, and too many times it takes me over. Yeah. Roland, you ain't gotta say my bad. This is a voluntary stream. No one has to be here except one mod. Not any one specific mod, just one mod at a time. Aside from that, no one has to be here. Like you can go away for a year and come back, and we'll still appreciate you in the same way, right? People have stuff going on in their personal lives. People may not just vibe with the content anymore. You know what I mean? And then they start vibing again. It happens. You know what I mean? It happens. And who would I be to pull someone up and be like, "Hey, you haven't been here in a fucking week. What the fuck?" You know what I mean? It'd be a bit weird. Too many times it takes me over. Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you the truth, chat. I very nearly didn't stream today. I very nearly thought I'm not going to have the content. I'm not going to have the entertainment value. I'm not going to be able to bring it for chat. And so I nearly didn't stream. But then I was like, nah, you know what? I've been wanting to play No Man's Sky. I've also wanted to see what chat can do with renaming stuff, because we have got the Name the Thing redeem. Oh, other than the one we've already had, we're not going to take any before we start playing. The one we've already had, I'm going to keep. But other than that, no name a thing redeems yet. Wait until we see the thing, and then we can name it. Because now apparently you can rename every discovery you've made. I'm hoping planets is one for the one we've already had. I don't know yet. I think you could already name planets, so I think that's fine. But yeah, we do have a question of the day. QOTD if you want to answer it. But it was essentially, what would your utopian planet look like? Because I'm going to try and find like a paradise planet. I want one of those like lush green planets to build on. But I don't know if we're going to be able to find one in the first stream. But I do want to stream more No Man's Sky. Siege says, most likely an ecumenopolis. Hold on, let me Google that real quick. A planet-wide... Oh, that would be interesting. A planet-wide city, but with designated park zones for those who need a nature connection. Probably best to leave the lower zones to the robots, though, and no overdeveloped world is complete without an orbital ring. Nice, yeah. Yeah. Wait. I swear there's a film I've seen that is like this. And now I really want to find out what film it is, because I'd watch the hell out of that film. Also, we'll come back to TV and film, because I'm doing something ambitious, and I'm really into it at the moment. Cheese, just cheese, says Moz. Planet made of cheese, buildings made of cheese, humans made of human, though. Good to clarify. I just want an excuse to eat my lamp or something. Moz, listen, if that lamp in the room you're in right now looks particularly appetizing, you go take a bite out of it. But if it hurts, maybe it's not made of food, and then maybe you need to go to the doctors if you've got a cut. And then maybe you also need to see someone about the fact that you want to eat your lamp. I'm just saying. But if it were made of cheese, fine, right? I don't know. Look, my brain has been weird the last few weeks. Let me nibble on cheese furniture. I think that would be great. I think that would kind of feature in one of those multiverse episodes of a show. You know, when you get them like running through multiverses, like Family Guy's done it. Rick and Morty's done it. I'm sure other shows have done it, where they end up going through like wormholes to different universes, and every universe is like quirky. I feel like the cheese universe, the Cheeseverse, is gonna be one of those, right? Is gonna be one of those. But also I worry about the fact that when the cheese starts to sweat, right? Because if you don't keep that cheese perfectly refrigerated, or actually frozen, because even refrigerated cheese has a shelf life, you're gonna start to get the sweating, which is gonna make everything wet and not in the nice way. And then also it's gonna start to mold. And I don't think it just turns into blue cheese. I think cheese actually does just mold. But I don't know. Chris takes attendance and bans lurkers. That is me. I actually took the ninja content creator school, and so now I call out lurkers. I take attendance. I make sure to call people out when they've missed a stream. You can name everything: plants, animals, planets, and systems. Yeah. So they've added the ability to name literally everything. So we're going to do that. If you see something and you want it named something really scientific or just named after you, we can absolutely do it. Octavio, welcome in on the YouTube side. Good to see you. We're about to jump in about 5 minutes to jump into the trailer and the deep dive. That's been there since launch. Not renaming every find, I don't believe. That was one of the big updates for Worlds. But we'll find out. But I know you could do it with planets. I don't know if you could do it with literally everything you find. I may be wrong, though. I'm more into fantasy than 40k. I can see, because they also kind of... Yeah, I don't know much about that game, unfortunately. Fun fact, our stomach acid is strong enough that we can actually break down small amounts of metal and glass. Don't encourage Moz to eat their lamp. Stop enabling. Cheese is just molded milk. Valid, but it's also really tasty. If I leave milk in my fridge for too long, it's not tasty. But if I put cheese in my fridge, it's definitely tasty. Yeah. Octavio, yes, stick around. We're going to look at the No Man's Sky trailer. We're going to take a deep dive into the behind the scenes video for 5 minutes. And then we're also going to play the update. And also, if you wanted to move to the Twitch side, you get free in-game items for watching for a certain amount of time. Just FYI. Don't eat objects. Okay, well now technically is food an object? Depends how we define objects. But yeah, generally I agree with Daniel. Can I be a scientist and just name shit after me? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I would love to see a load of scientific names, but I'm pretty sure chat's just going to name them all like Planty Boy or something. I don't know. And then like Beastie Boy. Planety Boy. 95% sure it's been there. Well, maybe they just marketed it as a feature that you can do in amongst all the new features. And so maybe I mistook that for being a new feature. You are not Wapple from One Piece. I don't know what that means. Bless you. I picked apart the rubber on my shoes as a child and consumed an entire pair of sneakers over a car ride. I was 3. Is this where it started, Siege? All your sandwiches of the day, all your wild recipes, your brewing of beer and whatnot. Did this and mead? Did this all come from those trainers and you going, this needs more oregano. Sorry, you're American. This needs more oregano. TD, welcome on in. It's not your first day, you son of a bitch. Lying to me like that. Today's sandwich of the day is sneakers. Yup. Sounds about right. Wapple ate a fruit that makes it so that he can eat anything. Ooh. No, I know what One Piece is, but thank you for explaining. But that's interesting. I've got mixed signals about whether or not I should get into One Piece. People have been telling me this. Some people are like, you should totally watch One Piece. And then some people are like, don't watch One Piece. It's overrated. And I'm like, which is it? Are shoes sandwiches? I'm not ready for this level of philosophy. All right, but hear me out. Are shoes wet? Right, chat. I think it's time. It's also not my birthday, so it sounds like we're both liars. Hey, it's everyone's birthday. In this community, we believe that you should always celebrate yourself every day like you celebrate yourself on your birthday. So we tell everybody it's happy birthday to them because every day is their birthday. It comes from the Ministry of Birthday Propaganda. It has its own logo and everything. It also has merch on the merch site if you do ! merch. Quiche is a pie and pie is a hot dog. My brain is not ready for this. Also, do you know why chainsaws were invented? Because I ain't gonna tell you. But if you're not aware, do not look it up. I do? All right, good. Keep it to yourself. I ain't gonna bring it up, but it's something that you definitely don't want to be aware of. I just got made aware of it, and so I thought I'd mention it. I'm a medical nerd. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, good for you, though. Good for you. Watch Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. Okay. I should get an anime list. Okay, but I'm going to put it out there first. Before we get into recommending animes for Kush. My favorite style of anime are things like Death Note, Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away. Which I guess are all movies except for Death Note being a limited series. So I like really thinky ones or really magical, like, kind of ones, right? I'm not as much into, like, the comic book style animes, like the big punch 'em up fighty ones. It's not as much me. I love One Piece, but it's such a commitment with so many darn episodes. That's where I've heard it. Yeah, that's one of the things I've heard is there's way too many episodes. Takes a few episodes to get into it, but I liked it from the start. It's a bit whimsical. Oh, okay. I maybe really would like it then. That could be cool. And now I'm thinking about that. Listen, I told you not to look it up, okay? And yet you still won't fucking watch Outlet. It's on my list, right? I'm going to put another list with it on, okay? ATLA. One Piece. DBZ. Does anybody else have any anime recommendations? Attack on Titan as well. I fucking love Attack on Titan, which completely goes against what I was saying about the whole, I don't like the fighty superhero ones, but it has a lot of really interesting mystical lore to it, and I love mysteries. It's kind of sci-fi mystery in anime form. All you people finding out why chainsaws were invented and then saying how disgusted you are, I told you not to look it up. You got to break into the React scene. Atlas is basically printing free money. Hey, if they let me do it, I'd do it. But I don't know if you can legally react to Atla because it like, if I forget who it was, but some people were like, some companies went absolutely ham with people reacting to animes. I forget what one of them was, but I think DB Geek had like a thing where he did like a whole shitload of reactions and then they like clamped down on it. Atla react allowed. There's people doing it on YouTube. Is this just allowed? Atla DMCA? I like Avatar Last Airbender DMCA React. Some are getting taken down due to copyright, some are not. Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what then. You have to have a fair bit of commentating. I mean, you know me, I will do that. How long are the episodes? Because we could do a react. It's one you guys have been looking for ages. So I might make a community challenge. And if we get enough coins in like a couple weeks. Anime recommendation is to avoid it. That's a weird sounding anime. To avoid it. Okay. Track him down, tie him up, make him watch the whole 3 seasons of Aang. And that was because a lot of people were streaming the show without reactions, so they took them all down. Okay. Okay, no, this could... Okay, we could do this. 22-ish? Wait. Wait. I streamer brained. Welcome back, Ron. I streamer brained. I don't know what 22-ish is. Is that another anime? I'm gonna write 22-ish down. Oh, how long are the episodes? That's what it will be. Minutes. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. We could do that. We could react to some Atla. We could make it into a... If it's enjoyable, we could make it into a regular segment. I still want to find where I reacted to Long Long Man and make that a YouTube video as well. I also want to make the Chain Together stream into a YouTube video. I also want to record Figment Valley. Do you ever go... How... Like... Okay, open question. Do you ever get into like a block? Like, almost like... I want to say writer's block, but I'm not a writer. Do you ever get into like a block where you want to do a load of shit, but then you just feel like you can't, or you don't have the energy, or you just don't have the motivation? I know motivation's a fallacy. You don't have the discipline. Creative slump? Yeah. You ever get that? How'd you get through that? Because I think I'm in that right now. I have so many things that I want to do. I just can't bring myself to actually do them. And I think that's a problem. But yeah. How'd you get through that? I have no idea. Madoka Magica, if you hate yourself and want a mindfuck that turns tropes on its head. Listen, everything you said in that sentence appeals to me, so I'm going to write it down. And we'll try the react. Maybe we react to Atla just on Twitch, because YouTube is a bit more strict with it. I don't want to risk getting strikes. When I get like that, it's just time. Okay. It's been going on quite a while. So I thought that for a while, and I don't think that's going to fix it. To quote a Transformers star, just do it. The hardest part is to start. That is true. That is very true. Hide my thesis under the rug. Yeah. What you do is start another project until you run into a block and then restart the first project. I started doing that as well, and now I just have like 15 unfinished projects. We should connect to motivate each other. Oh, so TD, if you're interested, this is plug time. If you're interested, not only am I planning to do co-working streams on my second channel, !2, but also we have a co-working and productive VC in our Discord, and we have a co-worker's role, which is openly pingable. Oh my God, that's the wrong link. I didn't change the link apparently. Shit, that's the wrong link. Hold on. That's the actual link. It's not here because it's there because. Also Kush won't work anymore. I don't know why that doesn't work. I've made a marker, I think. Either I've just made 3 markers or nothing. But yeah, we have a co-working channel. We also have a co-worker's role that's openly pingable. So if you ever want to get shit done and you want people to come and body double with you in a VC, join the Discord, pick up that role, and then you can literally just go, if you want to get productive, you can just ping the co-worker's role, jump in the VC, and people will come join you. The other thing is that VC automatically mutes anybody in the VC to prevent people distracting each other. There is the VC chat, of course, if you do want to chat, but you can move that out the way and not look at it if you don't want to chat, right? So yeah. I find forcing it is oddly helpful. That is honestly it. That is honestly the thing with most things in life, unfortunately. Like, I like to be all super nice and super, like, caring and stuff as I come across on stream, but in the same way, I know that for most issues in life, there are certain mental health issues that are not the same. But for most things in life, the problems you have, you just need to fucking push through it. Like, honestly, that is the best thing. The there be Cushling doesn't work? Yeah, it does. And then you'll see me on the other page. Hi. Hi, anybody going and looking at the other channel? Hi. Yeah, power of determination. Like, when people say like, just like, you got to put your mind to it and you got to just do it. Yeah, that is true, right? I know there's a lot of people that say like, oh, you got to take time for yourself. Like, you've got to, you know, rest. You've got to like look after yourself. Like, and you do, but also you have to like, you just have to push through sometimes, right? One of my favorite speakers when I need motivation is to listen to Jocko Willink. He's an old Navy SEAL. And like, if you don't fully get what he's saying, some of it sounds really dumb. But if you kind of understand it, it's actually really clever. Like, one of the things he says is like, he goes through a bunch of shit where there's like people saying they need to do stuff. And he's like, I get all these questions all the time, right? Like, oh, how do I exercise more and stay healthy? And the answer is you exercise more and you stay healthy. And he's like, people ask me like, how do I stop eating sugar? And the answer is you stop eating sugar. and like, on face value, that just sounds dumb, but that's literally all it is. Once you do it, if all you do is stick to it, I mean, all you do, right? But that is literally it. I think it's just a case of motivation, discipline. Motivation's a fallacy. People always say like, oh, you need motivation, blah, blah, blah. Motivation is just a way to convince yourself that you have discipline, right? Discipline is the real thing. Like, anybody can do something productive when they're feeling motivated. It takes real discipline to do shit when you're not motivated, which is just discipline that I don't have right now. What's in Swedish? No one wants to read to help me get through. If you can translate it into English, I'll do my best. Motivation helps you start. Discipline helps you build a habit. Yes, but discipline can also help you start. Hear me out. If you say to yourself, tomorrow, I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to exercise for an hour, and then I'm going to do nothing but work until 5 p.m. and then I can relax. If you're disciplined, you don't need motivation when you wake up, right? Because if you wake up in the morning and go, oh, I feel like shit, I'm just not having a good day. This is not, like, my brain's not turning on, or I'm just unhappy or whatever. Discipline is the only thing that will help you start then, right? Motivation helps you start when you're feeling it. When you're not, it's discipline. I'm not translating 34 pages, then I'm not helping you. That's the simple thing. I'm sorry. Yeah, throw it in the chat GPT. There you go. Now I'll translate it in a minute. But yeah, speaking of shows and stuff, what I've started doing, I realized I wanted to watch The Walking Dead. Because I hadn't watched The Walking Dead in like 4 or 5 years, and I never finished it. I was like a season or 2 off the end. And so I wanted to watch it again. However, since that point, they've also released a prequel series. Hackers, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Nobody tell them that we were just talking about how I'm really not motivated to do anything, okay? Because that would make me look bad, all right? Raiders, welcome on in. Maria Elizabeth, welcome on in. Clownhead TV, welcome in. Of course, Hackers, the raider themselves, welcome on in. Shells 4, welcome on in. We're playing Once Human. Ooh, I played the beta of that. It's any good? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? Dreamer, I said don't tell anyone. In case you're wondering, by the way, my name is Kush and my pronouns are he, him. And today we're going to be checking out the new No Man's Sky update. So if that interests you, stick around. It would be good to have you guys here. Hell yeah. Love it too much, but need a nap bad. Hey, listen, hackers, two things. Number one, it's absolutely fine to go raid and run. It's completely normal. Streams can take it out of you. Secondly, I just need you to do one thing before you go. I need you to pick a number between 1, 2, or 3. Kush is so motivated today. Let's go, Mars. There you go. Yeah. 3. All right. This is the raid trailer I'm going to show you. And number 3 is our highlights from Rage Week from last year. This is a week where I play really ragey games and then do punishments. So this might be a bit cringe for some of you, but enjoy it. Also, Coral Raven, welcome in. And this is what we're about over here. Hi, I'm Kush and I'm sexy. Ooh. I'm a little bit worried about having 40 fucking 1 spins to do. A spoonful of ground coffee. That is so much worse than I thought it was going to be. Not the butter. No! It's keto. Third butter bite of the day. No whammies, not a bean. Not the shoey. Not the fucking shoey right after the butter bite. That's a fine vintage. Bottoms up, chat. The footberries taste like footberries. I don't know what mascara is. It's not eyeliner and it's not eyeshadow. Sat here with a bright blue mustache. I'm about to vinegar it up. I'm just worried about Big Bird and his upcoming murder trial. It's habanero, chat. What's the weather like where you are right now? Oh, look at the chest muscles. Oh, look at the chest muscles. Welcome back. I explained to little hackers how cool No Man's Sky is. Raven, congrats, because we need to get more people convinced how cool No Man's Sky is. I have only played a little bit since the update, and I haven't played it in a long ass time. So we're going to be starting a new save today, and I'm probably going to be dumb as all hell. So, yeah. But chat's going to be naming a load of stuff in-game. Also, T, welcome in. I haven't slept well lately. I hope I don't fall asleep during the stream. I can shout into the mic if that helps. But if you want to fall asleep during the stream, you absolutely can. I'm not going to take offense, right? I've done it before where I've had a stream on or a YouTube video, and I've just started to just feel really comfy, just enjoying the vibes of the stream, you know? I'm just starting to fall asleep. And then it's some of the best naps you'll ever have, honestly. Honestly. Anyway, should we get into this? Should we check out this new update? I was in one of your Apex tourneys a while back together with Viking. Let's go. I thought I recognized your name. Also, when I saw that it was Hackis raiding, I was like, Lil Hackis has got to have been playing Apex, right? Because that's where they know me from. Like, and then I saw it was Once Human. I was like, oh, we got a variety streamer over here. Clown, are you joining the one on August? I should fucking know when it is. August 18th. Asterisk question mark, and the asterisk is date may vary. I've been doing that thing where I sleep for 2 hours, wake up, go back to sleep for another 2. Oh, so also, yeah, you're resting enough to stay up later and then not getting enough sleep. I hate that for you. I'm sorry. Coffee might help. Energy drinks. Weirdly, press-ups give you energy. I might be a solo. Good luck. The teams will hopefully be a bit balanced this time. Not that they're not always balanced. Just they are usually balanced. I'm just saying. But there are just some people in that community that are just really fucking cracked at Apex, right? Let's be honest. Let's be real here. There are some people in that community that could probably play with one finger and still win. But we don't want to rule them out either, right? So we've tried to balance with the KDs and everything, and yeah. You're all good, Clowner. We need people for the entertainment value as much as we do for the goated plays, right? I mean, hell, if I was playing, I'd make everybody look great. Although, just before we get into No Man's Sky, I need to flex on something for a second. I had the most amazing kill in Apex this morning, right? It was just I went on an absolute spree for a couple of games, capped off with the final kill of a final game. I had Sheila as Rampart. There was the only other team left with us. Flew up into the air, and I hit them with Sheila and just killed them in the distance while they were still ascending on the Valk ult, like flying up into the sky. And I just felt like the biggest boss. It was wild. I'll do a workout after D&D this afternoon, but first, Cozy Kush stream. I will make sure to keep the lo-fi away. I will make sure not to play lo-fi. Because, hell, even I nearly fall asleep during my Stardew streams when I play lo-fi. I need to pay my renter's insurance premium. I don't know what that is, but good luck. The real sandwich of the day is homemade pesto on freshly home-baked bread. Ooh. Grew the basil, garlic, and walnuts myself. The lemons are store-bought. Right, if a zombie apocalypse ever breaks out, I'm coming to your house. Okay, that's what's happening. I'm coming to your house. But first of all, chat, let's check out this new update, right? Let's check it out, shall we? Let's see what they've got for us. As you can see, it's absolutely nothing. Hold on. There it is. Also, the caption's wrong. Let me just update the caption real quick. No Man's Sky. New update. Worlds Part 1 trailer and deep dive, because that's essentially what we're doing before we play. Not sure if you were actually in this one, but it's a very funny clip. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to delete that because we only do clips from this channel. But if you whisper it to me, I'll check it out off stream. In other news, the real sandwich of the day is... Oh, you're all good, Clownhead. Don't worry. Yeah, that sounds amazing, I've got to say. Pesto as well. I haven't had pesto in way too long. Need to trim, and then I'm going to make some myself. Ooh. I need to start growing my own food. Apparently, this is just a thing now that people do. Like, make games. Like, make updates for games. Like No Man's Sky Worlds Part 1. Here's the trailer.
Introducing No Man's Sky version 5.0. A complete refresh of the universe.
Look at this.
With new technology, new flora and fauna, and new gameplay.
Look at it. It probably won't look this good when I play today because I don't want my PC to die. And my PC does well, but not with OBS running as well. So it probably won't look this good today. But we're going to get it hopefully looking pretty good.
Waves, reflections, and more variety.
It just looks so good. Yeah, I want to find a world like this. Where there's like lush green and stuff.
On the surface of the planet, there are new volumetrics and atmospherics.
Yeah, agreed, Seg. Nature of the beast for what it does though, right? It's essentially like a video encoding live as well as other things, and trying to pull in chromium stuff as well. Like chrome itself is a freaking resource. Look at the volumetrics as well. Like that, a lot of games do dust storms and do weather. They don't do them like this. You should get a little hydroponic garden like I have. Can you link me to one? Because that actually sounds amazing. Fresh lettuce sounds amazing. Fresh herbs, fresh tomatoes. I mean, you know, veg isn't expensive, but it would just be cool to grow something yourself. Link me to that because I want to check it out.
New creatures are out there.
New creatures as well. New worlds. There's a new expedition, which we probably won't do today. This is the new expedition.
Focused expedition.
I haven't actually done combat in No Man's Sky before. Not really. I've done a little bit when I wasn't supposed to.
Continues.
All right, that's the trailer. That's what the trailer looks like. Now let's take a deep dive with Hello Games themselves.
With every update, we just want to surprise.
This was a huge surprise, to be fair. This was a huge surprise. Like, I saw this update having not had any No Man's Sky news on my feed for so long, and was immediately wanting to play No Man's Sky again.
New worlds. New gameplay. new technology. We're 8 years in now, and we still just want to do really big things.
It's based around hanging stuff on my chain link fence. These look great.
Our next update is called Worlds Part 1.
Part 1, by the way. Wait, I don't know if they're going to go through absolutely everything that's been released in this update, but it's freaking huge. And it's part 1, which means there has to be more coming.
I'm so proud of the team and the love they're pouring into it. We are completely refreshing the universe.
Also, he seems, can I just say, this is completely like unrelated to the game. He seems lovely. This guy seems like so nice. I don't know who this guy is, but I want to go for a beer with him. He just seems so friendly. Seems like you could come up to him, break his arm, and he'd just be like, thanks. You know what I mean? Sean Murray's great. Hell yeah. Wait, he's the guy that like runs the game, runs the studio, right? Yeah, he'd give the best hugs. Hell yeah. The shirt on t-shirt combo, and he's not afraid to show it. Although he has buttoned it up, which is interesting. Although that button's only half done up. I don't know if you can see this. There's an only half done up button. That's about to slip off. That's about to ghost shirt him. I'm telling you now.
Completely
I'm pretty sure he made a joke on Twitter. Or was it already X by that point? I don't know. He made a joke at some point last year when Light No Fire was announced. It was some sort of joke about No Man's Sky and how they don't like, because obviously it had like the rocky start it had. But he was taking it like a champ. And I really like to see that.
Refreshing the universe with new technology, new flora, new fauna, and new gameplay.
That looks sick. I don't even know what that is, but I want to know.
In No Man's Sky, what you see on screen is generated by the computer. And we're achieving a level of variety that just wasn't possible before.
He's the guy that embellished what the game originally was, but then immediately owned up to it and promised to do better. And all that leads to what we have today. That's it, right? Because I didn't get No Man's Sky when it was released. I had a friend of a friend who had No Man's Sky when it was released. And they were really, really hyped for it. And then they got it and they were like, it's shit. Like, in a word, right? They were like, it's shit. And they were like, it's still an all right game by itself, but it's just not what we expected to buy. You know what I mean? For that reason, it was shit. And then I got it a while later and was like, this is pretty good. But I got it like 2-3 years ago. Whenever I first played it on stream, that was like the first time I'd played No Man's Sky. Because I got the new machine and I was like, this is the perfect game to test it out on. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much, you're pretty much giving the same response that he did. I bought a PS4 for Rocket League, so I get it. But yeah, it's so it seems like over the time. Also, he does seem like the guy that would immediately own up to it. But it seems like since then they've just been working hard to try and get that trust back, because you know all of these. This is the 5th update, right? This is 5.0. This, like, the updates they do could be DLC, right? Could be paid. But they mostly, I think, give free updates. And I love games that do that. Because it's not like a live... Well, it kind of is a live service game. Because you can multiplayer it. Yeah. Hell yeah, Rumble.
When we started No Man's Sky, you know, I wanted...
Everything's been free? We love
like
it.
They had
We freaking love it.
into the cover of a science fiction novel.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I love this game. It's because I can stick on some like ethereal kind of spacey chill step music, fly off into space, and just feel like I'm actually just there. You know what I mean? It's awesome.
Had to create a lot of new technology. New
Also the
technology can
water.
create waves.
Never have I seen such good
reflections,
water in a game
Oceans
like since Sea of Thieves.
looked so different to what we had before.
Do they make this in Unity? This looks like Unity. Wait, this isn't Unity. I don't know what that is. I think that's their modeling software rather than their game engine.
Completely new, and ships can now land on water.
Ships can land on water? I feel like
6 months ago.
I feel like that part should have been like an upgrade you can get for the ship. I don't feel like that should be there out of the box. Right? Like I feel like that, yeah, right? But I feel like that's something that maybe should have been like a first tier upgrade rather than just added. But that's just me.
We announced Light No Fire. It's this.
Also, yeah, Light No Fire. I feel like Light No Fire has inspired this graphical update and procedural update massively because I assume the technology they've been using in Light No Fire has been like backported into No Man's Sky. But you even look at the logo, right? You see that logo? If they weren't made by the same studio, we'd be accusing them of like ripping each other off. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're linked in lore, and this like cuboid diamond thing opens up to reveal the thing inside. If they aren't connected, I'm going to be disappointed. Yeah.
It's
Hans, welcome on in.
Crazy.
I was hyped to play it again, but then they broke all the vendor menus in V. No. There's one thing that really annoys me, right, about No Man's Sky, which is that on the quick access menu, the scrolls are in the wrong direction. So you scroll up and it moves to the right. You scroll down and it moves to the left. From a programming point of view, I can understand why that happens because they've forgotten to account for something, but it's annoying. I then, Nim, welcome in. I then found that you can bind those keys for scroll left, scroll right to the mouse direction, the mouse wheel direction. I was like, this is great. Somehow, reversing the direction just meant that they both went left. They just both went left. And I was like, what? So I just had to kind of deal with it being the wrong way around. But yeah, it is what it is. Ships can pull a Jesus and land on water. Wait. Oh, Cushbot. Was that a Cushbot thing? Gather round, space travelers. Today in Here Be Cush's Cosmos, we've seen the power and determination and a dash of procrastination. Raiders stormed in with hype and Cushbot did the dance of joy. Chats buzzing with sleep woes, insurance nightmares and homemade pesto dreams. Meanwhile, No Man's Skies astonishes with Sean Murray's redemption arc and the revelation that ships can pull a Jesus and land on water. I'ma just pull a Jesus real quick.
Ambitious game. And we've been working on it for years and we've learned so many things. And it feels like we're almost bringing this technology back from the future.
That kind of backs up what I was saying, right? Is that a lot of this must have come from what they've learned making Light No Fire, which I'm totally up for getting, by the way, because it's kind of what No Man's Sky is to space in terms of being distributed planets, a bunch of different stuff, all with unique things. What they've done is gone, let's be less ambitious in width of scope. Let's be more ambitious in depth of scope. And now they're going to make, I believe, Light No Fire is going to be one planet, but it's going to be really, really detailed and like planetary scale or something like that. It's wild. It's wild. I know nothing about Light No Fire, but I want it. Have you seen the trailer? The trailer sold me. The trailer sold me too. You know what I never did? I never did a first day on the bot Kush account. Oh my God, you should have. We're going to play this soon, by the way. We're going to play this today.
Waves are dynamic and they react to the weather.
That is so cool. I didn't know it did this. I mean, it's obviously not going to instantly cut, but actually waves reacting to the weather, and you can just like then walk under where would be water.
The game might just be flying through the clouds. And
he genuinely, this is what I love about this guy, right? He genuinely seems so excited for this product you see a lot of game developers and studios and execs and stuff. They go, we are so excited to what we're going to bring you today. It's going to be great, right? And there's this like very posy way they do it. This guy genuinely just seems excited. It's like he could barely contain his excitement for what he's done, but he's just a real chill person. You know what I mean? Like the way he speaks and the emotion he puts into it shows that he's genuinely excited about this update. Like, look at, he's just so excited. And I'm excited for him. I want to meet this guy.
Just be
Sean Murray, if you happen to watch this, come do a collab.
flying through the clouds.
He cares so much about what him and the team do, and it shows. Yeah.
Out into
Yeah.
space. Clouds
He's coked up. Imagine that, like, the shame of what happened with No Man's Sky's launch just put him onto coke, and now he does every update. He has to do like 3 lines before he does any update, and he's just like, "What we're gonna do, right? We're gonna have like waves. They're gonna be big waves, and they're gonna like react to the weather, and like ships can land on water. They're gonna pull a Jesus, and." And the team's just like, whoa. No, but this is him after he hits a joint after the coke, right? So after the release, and the coke's like, he's high on the coke, they do the release, then he just comes down. He tapers it off with a joint, and now he's just fucking relaxed, right? The code's been put out, and they're like, Sean, you got to go do the release notes. He's like, all right, yeah, let me just come down a sec. Just rolls him up a joint, straps up, lights up, and then he's just like, I'm ready for the deep dive video. And then he just comes and sits here, and he's just like, I'm so fucking excited for this update.
us are a unique challenge, right? You can see them.
I can't wait for Kushbot's next recap where he starts talking about drugs. Fucking hope not. Although I kind of hope so. We made a game. It was a great game. A lot of people.
From space, you can fly through them. You know,
Sean
you can
Murray, 2024.
land on a planet and look up at the sky. You get these
Make
beautiful
America space
skies
again.
now with just tons of variety.
I really want to find a planet like this where it's just lush, temperate. I want to find this.
Sometimes
It probably won't
a
happen
storm
today, but I
hits
want to find it.
And, you know, the waves rise, the clouds gather. You've got the atmospherics, the wind,
Go manifest that
all this
destiny, yeah.
technology.
I want to build a
comes
base on one of those
together
platforms. Of course you do, Rumble. Of course you do. Because that's what I thought when I first saw the goddamn platform as well.
Once, and there's nothing like it.
I wasn't going to say anything unless we found it.
On the
And then I
surface
was
of the
able to
planet,
just
we've
do it
added
on
these
stream.
new
But yeah, that was literally the
volumetrics.
first thing I thought.
And you get rolling fog, rain.
To be fair, my thought was more like, is it possible? But I guess by extension, that is also wanting to do it. You know what I mean?
Blizzards, little sparks coming up from the lava.
I've never played Subnautica. But I've heard it's good.
Changes how planets feel, you know. It just makes them feel alive.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of really like depressing jokes about that like assassination attempt. We don't want to get into politics because we don't want to do politics on this channel, but like no one deserves to die for what they do unless like they're murdering a lot of people with no remorse, right? But there's a lot of really cutthroat jokes out there. Like there's stuff that you'd say behind closed doors maybe, but like there's just a lot of shit being said, right? But again, you're right as well, right, T? Like he's not made a better, like people shouldn't conflate him being shot at for suddenly being a good president because he won't be. But like I do feel remorse for him as a human, right? Because you see like when he turned his head was the only reason he's still alive. And like he may not be a good person, but like nobody deserves that. You know what I mean? That must have shaken him up. I can't play or watch Subnautica. It makes me nauseous and anxious. Do you have, what's the C one? Trypophobia is the circles. I don't know what it is. Water phobia? Deep sea phobia? Yeah.
Across these new biomes.
Dreamer, he'd be dead. Like they did a reconstruction. He would literally be dead. Oh, yeah, not trypophobia. Thassalophobia. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Brain Trust. And yeah, obviously it's equally sad that someone actually died, like a random bystander died that day. Like, yeah, it's a tragedy. I don't want to go into it because it's way too easy to get political about this stuff, even though it was a shooting. It's easy to get political because it was a presidential candidate. But regardless of what your political beliefs are, you should never wish someone dead, you know?
We've added new creatures for you to discover. We're really trying to push on the level of variety. It's not enough for us to just do more, you know? We want to create things that people haven't seen before.
They've done that.
Expeditions have become
That's for sure.
a huge part of how folks play the game. And this new one is very sort of Star.
This is the other thing. I've not been on an expedition yet. Maybe I should do expeditions.
And this new one is very sort of Starship Troopers inspired. It's something really different.
Maybe I should watch Starship Troopers first.
It takes
Yeah,
you on a
agreed,
tour
Siege.
of
I'm
some
where
of these
you are.
cool new planets that
I'm where
we've
you are
added.
on that.
Everyone is battling together. Progress is community driven, and the rewards are super cool. Something I love is to browse the screenshots that people share with us.
A lot of people say that, right? A lot of game companies say like, we love to look at like what the community, like all the community screenshots that they make and stuff like that. I genuinely believe this guy looks at them. I genuinely believe this guy goes through and goes, this one's awesome. And maybe even just like likes them or comments on them. But I genuinely believe he's interested in what the community is creating. Like the love this guy has for his game, I can feel that love. You know what I mean? Which I don't get from a lot of franchises. Plasma bugs shoot plasma-based artillery. Yeah, that's dangerous. I love the plant animals. The plantimals.
Community.
Plantimals? There was
Some of these cool
plantimals?
new planets that we've added. Everyone
I
is
might have
battling
missed it.
together. Progress is community driven, and the rewards are
Wait, it was before this, I think, right?
expeditions.
Wait, was it those things? The mechanical plants?
Expeditions have become a huge part of how folks play the game. And
That's awesome,
this
Rumble.
new one is very sort of
Hell yeah,
Starship
Seg. I don't know much about the truck sim guy. A vine framework with the flowers growing out of them. Oh, I think I know the one you mean. It's like the new one. It's this one, right? This is the new one. This is the new animal that's been released in it.
trying to push on the level of variety.
Yeah, that kind of planet is the one that I want to build the base on if we can.
Something I love is to browse the screenshots that people share with us. I can't wait for people to explore this universe
Yeah.
we've made.
So, what I remember from Annihilation, because that was the movie that came out like a few years ago, right? Do you want to know the one thing I remember from that movie? Because it was exactly my kind of film, right? There's this mysterious thing. It's sci-fi. It's mystery. It's essentially the film Lost, the show Lost, but in a film. But then also some spacey stuff going on. And I was like, this is gonna be great. I felt kind of let down by it. But the one thing that I will never forget is the seemingly random use of this random 3-note thing where it was just like, and it would just do that at like 3 times during the entire film and seemingly in random places. T, you're more of a cinematographer, so like maybe you can, or you're in the industry, so like maybe you can explain more what it was a motif for or what it symbolized. But there was just this like 3 to 4 note, like that would just happen like 3 times in the film. And the first time it sounded like someone had left it in there by mistake. And then after that, I realized it was legit. And I was like, I don't know what this is. But that stuck with me more than the actual plot of the film. Welcome in, bye. Good to see you. With how the ships are clearly built out of modules, I'd love a shipbuilding system where you can take apart those modules and build your own. Wait. I'd love a shipbuilding system that let you take apart those modules and build your own ship. Yeah, so I don't think you can do that yet, but I think there are different like hull classes that you can add stuff to, because there definitely are modules. I was there for Oscar Isaac.
Push. Stay
Oscar
hydrated.
Isaac. Oh yeah, sick. Here's a weird thing. Someone in chat, I think it was like 2 years ago, told me I look like this guy. Like, bruh, I wish. Like, I have the facial hair of like Pedro Pascal / Johnny Depp, but I don't have their looks. But he also looks a bit like Harry Mack. Just FYI. Also, I will hydrate. Thank you. Also, Clown Hair, if you're still here, I've seen the clip. Thank you. I've seen the clip link anyway.
With fresh eyes.
Find a base that you like and upgrade the shit out of it. Yeah. That could be what part 2 is, you know. Because this is part 1. Although if it's worlds, it's going to be the focus will be on the worlds. But I wonder if in future they'll bring out an update, which is basically you can build your own ship and there'll be like a bunch of different parts. So you could get like the hull, the wings, the like gun mounts, and different things would support different upgrades. Because this game is already so deep and I've barely scratched the surface and I want to get into it a lot more. There's like the language learning, like you learn the language as you play, exploring blueprints for upgrades and all this kind of stuff. It's wild.
It is called Worlds Part 1 because I guess there's much more to come.
Tell us, you fucking tease. Or was that a key? Was that a key about what might be coming? Pirate fleets, maybe? Wormholes? Look at this. Look at all this. Is this part 2? Is this part 2? You gotta tell me. Is this part? Is it gonna be like global warfare of like fleets? Oh, they're already a thing? Oh, then sick. Hell yeah. As far as I know, I've not checked out the most recent updates. There's no ship customization. Ooh. If we look at the ships, there are 3 classes visibly made out of modules that you can see repeated across different ships. Be so easy for those to be pulled apart and clipped together by hardpoints. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. I would totally build a custom ship. But for now, we're gonna actually play the game. We're gonna do that thing where we play a game on a stream live on twitch.tv/HibbyKush. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? What a time to be alive. We're gonna play a video game. This is a one of a kind. This is a unique stream. This is a one of a kind stream. Actually, just before we do though, I'm a BRB real quick. I'm a BRB just real quick. I'm also going to mute the game source in case it starts creating stuff. I know, it's wild. Wild. Someone who pre-ordered the original. Vi, stick around. We're going to play it today. I'll show you. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I need to go like get rid of these weird fucking hairs. But I'll be right back. I'm just going to leave this here. And I'm going to load up No Man's Sky. I'm just going to leave it here for a second. There's no need for me to fully BRB. But I'll be right back. Like 1 minute. All right, we should be good. No, it'll never catch on. But listen, right? Listen, I'm a pioneer. Okay? I'm a pioneer. I like to do pioneer shit. Which is why we're doing that one-of-a-kind thing where we play a game. This is the old Arcadian save. I might delete the old Arcadian save. Yeah, let's delete the old Arcadian save and we'll start a new Arcadian save. One thing we're not going to be able to name is the base, because obviously I'm going to call the base Arcadia. But aside from that, you can name whatever the hell you want. All right. Also, I need to unmute the game. That might be a good idea. Oh, also, I turned the music off because I was listening to my own music last time I played. So I should probably turn that back on. Same with the frigate, basically a mobile base, and the corvettes. You can see that there are classes of them with modules that get reused across different designs. Yeah, that makes sense. With as much as they've updated the game since then, it's definitely worth it. Yeah, it's hugely worth it. Hugely worth it. Yeah, you'll still have the feeling of the original, but they've done a lot. Oh.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization. Life support systems.
God, hold on. We always get this when I start off a new thing. The yeah, I wondered if that would happen. Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny about that? I was playing on 4K with like high graphics settings. I mean, at one point in time, I was able to do ultra. But for some reason now my computer started dying and I'm just sad about it. But this shows you how much of a lag OBS puts on your system. I was able to play that in 4K on high settings. But the moment I add OBS into the equation, I have to turn it, and I'm playing on 1080 now, which is a quarter of the resolution. And I still have to turn it down to enhanced. Like, are you kidding? It's wild. It's absolutely wild. It's absolutely wild. All right, this already feels better. It's giving me 36 FPS at the moment while we do this, but that's fine. This is always a this is always a laggy part, even on like 4K. So I'm fine with it lagging until I get control. If it's still laggy when I get control, we'll have to turn it down again. Kush is socialist. Listen, I'm fine with socialism. I just don't like communism. I mean, nobody does, right? But like, it's fine. It's just the, I don't know. A world without borders where every culture is valued and cared for. I love that. Oh yeah. All right. Apparently I'm still getting 60. Oh, this looks like trash. This looks like absolute trash. Let me find a save restore point so we don't have to go through the same animation every time. And then I'm going to find where the balance is. Like where the balance between quality and... Where the balance between quality and stability is. Because this looks like trash.
Multi-tool and mining laser attachment. Operational. User initialization sequence.
I have control. We're full 60 FPS, but of course, because we're currently playing World of Warcraft by the looks of it. So, let me... We're also cold, apparently. Wait, how do I create a save point? Alright, I might just have to kind of get on with it for a second. Wait, I've got good audio, but not video. Refresh. Refresh. Because apparently I'm giving 57 frames a second. Refreshing doesn't work? What the fuck? I'm fine over here.